Hey, you, Bunky Brewster here, entrepreneur, life coach, mom, spouse, jack of all trades, master of none. um, no, I know that it's late for some of you, and some of you probably thinking, "My God, woman, 2 videos in one day." And I know some of you guys follow me on my personal page, and some of you follow me here at Bunky Brewster, um, which I love doing, and being able to share with folks just kind of my positive insights on, the world and everything going on, and everything's such a negative place. So, I got to thinking about failure and failures, and it kind of started this weekend, um, with a sermon that we had at church, and then from that, it just kind of started spinning and spinning and spinning over the last few days. And so basically, I've been doing these videos and sharing them, and you're probably thinking, what in the world does this have to do, with failure? But we're gonna get to that here in just a minute. One thing that I always like to do is tell folks, comment where you're from. I like to know where folks are from. I like to know who is watching, paying attention, or even remotely cares. If I've got something you think that can help you, that's great. Warms my heart. Drop me a number one. And again, maybe I'm not for everybody else. And that's okay too, because we're all different. So that's just kind of part of, failure, and where I'm going is, as we've been doing these videos, we've been growing, and some of them may seem really elaborate and really crazy and really goofy. We like to have fun. We're trying to find our own way, and of course have a lot of fun, in doing that and meeting some great people along the way. But basically, failure convinces you to trap yourself and feeling like a failure, and it does that in basically 3 different ways. And I want to talk to you a little bit about each one of those. The first way is, failure convinces you to compare yourself to others. And so therefore, you may say, "Oh, well, Jane's got a really good job, and her and her husband are going out to eat all the time, and, it's just, she's just got it made." And, you're going to convince yourself that, Jane has got it better off than you do. When in fact, Jane's sitting over there thinking, "Oh, well, Sally, her and her husband's got the perfect marriage. He's always opening her doors, and, she's just got it going on." So you start to compare yourself to someone else. In reality, they're doing the same thing. And so failure seeps in and starts to make you feel like, "Oh no, I'm not as good as Sally," or, "Oh no, I'm not as good as Jane." When in fact, that's not the truth. That's just, that failure seeping in. And that's just one way. The second way is, it traps you into feeling weak. Okay? Here's an example for you. Somebody might say, "Oh, well, I'd like to start going to the gym, but if I was just stronger, then I might lift weights." Or, "Oh, well, if I could just walk a mile, I probably could get on the treadmill." When in all reality is that we all have to start somewhere. And 10 or 15 minutes is better than, an hour. You got to start somewhere. You're not going to be the greatest. You're not going to be the best in the beginning. Failure is not failure. It doesn't mean that it's over. It just means that it was a stepping stone to get to where you need to be. It was just a learning lesson. And so I was like earlier, I was like, oh, JD, we need to delete this video. I feel like, a failure because we should have did better. Or if we'd had, better prepared, our video might not look so corny. And then there was me thinking that I sound just redneck as crap, girl, you so country. But the truth is I am country. I am from the South. I probably do talk a little bit slower than other folks, but I almost conceded to that failure, to that weakness failure. And that's just number 2, and we all do it. We're all guilty of it. Trap number 3, what I like to call failure trap number 3 is destiny. You've got folks out there and they say, we know I'd really like to try something new, but I'm just so broke. Or I'd really like to change my life, but I just don't have time. Or I'd really like to start a new career, but I just don't think that I can move. Or you've got stuff like when you were growing up, for example, I know for me, I had a friend and they had a dream of being in the Air Force and they wanted to fly planes. Okay, they wanted to be a pilot. And their family told them, oh, you're crazy, you don't need to do that, you'll get yourself killed. Or you're not smart enough, you better have you a plan B. Looks like McDonald's or Jack's is looking good. That's destiny. That's somebody, whether it be a family, loved one, whoever, that's planting what I like to call trap number 3 of the failure cycle, and that's to instill, that your destiny is wrong. And the thing about it is, you can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. It all starts with the power of you, and you simply making that decision. We tend to feel and cure and heal our feelings, with the failure medicine of success. People like to say, oh, because I make X amount of dollars, I'm successful. Or, oh, because I work over here, and I sit in the office, then I'm successful. Or, oh, my kids make the perfect grades and they're all around athletic, so I'm successful. No, you're not. No, you're not. Those are just things. You're successful when you're happy with yourself and you don't have to overcompensate. And you accept your feelings and you accept the fact that, we all fail. We failed horribly at doing a video earlier, but we learn by our mistakes. So don't attempt to heal your feelings of failure with a medicine of success. Make sure that you're doing something that you really, truly care about. Make sure that you're really doing something that you feel is changing lives and empowering people and really making a difference in the world. So just know that if you're coming back and you're watching this video, just go and kind of listen to my 3 failure traps, find out what, they're all about and how I feel like, we get consumed in them and want to compare ourselves to others when that's okay and we're just us. And it's okay to fail sometimes and it's okay to make mistakes. Just because you fail doesn't mean it's the end. Doesn't mean that your life is over. It just means that you made a mistake and you learn from that. You move on and you just push a little bit harder until you get what you want. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this tidbit about failures and the failure trap today. Sorry it's so late. Again, if you enjoy, you're coming from us from somewhere, let us know. Comment, where you're from, leave us a little message and say, hey, appreciate it. Thank you very much. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Hope some of this helped you or maybe changed your inside.